There's bad blood in the conversation of gaming. I think some people have taken things a little bit too personally and it's clouded their judgment. And I'm one of those people who, over the years, I've been learning how to argue without the personal side of it. Yes, I'll sound excited and whatnot. Things would, get to me, but at the end of the day, you really have to basically exercise good judgment because integrity is a big deal. And what I've seen here is there's just a lot of sour grapes in this whole console conversation at the end of the day. All these years, it seems to me, Xbox was trying to pretty much get itself to a sustainable position. And a lot of people on the PlayStation side, who I'll term as PlayStation fanboys that hate Xbox, seem to be continually hating on Xbox to the point where they'll say some really weird stuff. Like some things are super weird. Do you understand what I mean? Like, if I show you this one, you're gonna say no freaking way. Maybe you might not say no freaking way, right? Maybe it might not shock you. Check this out. I'm watching Doc's video. He's talking about PlayStation. Sony fans are still waiting for games. Okay. So I see this comment where this person says that Final Fantasy Rebirth, Silent Hill 2, Astro Bot, Game of the Year, Rise of Ronin, and Helldivers 2, they released last year, huh? And why is he trolling as if to say that we were born yesterday and said you got to be believable to troll? Do you know what I did? I easily just replied and said this. Look at my reply, right? I edited it to change this from Team Ninja to Koei Tecmo. All I said was Final Fantasy Rebirth, Square Enix, Silent Hill 2, Konami, Rise of Ronin, Koei Tecmo. That's all I said. I literally pointed out these games and their publishers. Do you know what I got? I got somebody tell me that I am the most obvious troll and then to explain the Xbox titles from 2024. DADEE3, shout out to you. Good evening to you. But the burden of proof is not on me. You see, did you easily forget that you're dealing with VG? The burden of proof is on you to tell me how these games belong to PlayStation. Because from what the facts state, the games absolutely do not belong to PlayStation. They belong to their respective publishers. And were money-hatted, basically blocked from going to, in some cases, other platforms. In all cases, Xbox to possibly some degree of time. But they've all been forgotten. And I said this to Xbox fans. You won't remember these games. Why? As someone who's been playing on PC for a long time, I don't have to sit here worrying about one game that's sitting somewhere. There's just so many games right now to play. Why should I bother? Xbox understands this also. They're copying what's available on Steam. They're following a proven business plan. But that's not the most shocking of it. Do you know what the most shocking of it is? A user all the way down here said this. VG, you're so much of a troll, you actually think you're stating facts. Can you imagine somebody tell me that I think I'm stating facts by saying that Final Fantasy Rebirth is a Square Enix published game? When if we go and look at FF Rebirth and we verify, just so that we all can say that our eyes are not kidding us. Final Fantasy Rebirth. This is a game of which its publisher is Square Enix. Right here. You see it right here? And somebody says to me that I'm so much of a troll that I think I'm stating that Silent Hill is a Konami game and Koei Tecmo's Rise of Ronin. So I replied and said, if I'm not stating facts, then disprove the ownership of these games I listed. Do they belong to PlayStation? Loop Troop 98, I remember blocking you. You said the sky is blue. Everybody knows they don't own these games, but are in a better relationship than Xbox and Nintendo. And then they said, let's not talk about Thief Island. By having better relationship means they'll make games for them. You know. Huh. So you did not disprove what I said, but you affirmed it by saying the sky is blue and everyone knows they don't own these games. But yet, you just said that I'm so much of a troll that I think I'm stating the facts that you just agreed with. I can't make this up, man. This is why I say that there's bad blood in the argument, right? Another thing that really irks PlayStation players is the fact that some of us play on PC and we actually kind of butted ourselves in the conversation. No one invited us, and we just kind of like, pushed the door down and said, hey, what's going on here? He said this. He said, all this in this comment that he made. He said, and this I'm a PC gamer S is getting corny. Just accept your loss. I hate the word corny, man. Bro, if there's a word I cannot stand, it's corny. Golly, I can't stand that word. It's the stupidest classification I've ever seen. I'm not saying anything about you, Loop Troop, and I hear it all the time, but it's a very silly word to use. I game on PC. I am a PC gamer. What does that have to do with the fact that Square Enix is the publisher for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or that Koei Tecmo published Rise of Ronin and owned the game and the IP, I'm certain? Or what does it have to do with the fact that, what was the third one that I actually pointed out here? That Silent Hill is a Konami IP. Even if I play in a trash can, what does that have to do with anything? And I think this is just bad blood that's spewing now from those who basically sat there and castigated Xbox for so many years. They can't even see that they are either trying to deny the truth while affirming the truth, yet denying the truth while affirming the truth and exposing their hypocrisy. It's so weird. You are not arguing in good faith or from a sound mind. You're just upset at something, or maybe you are just rattled by something. Let me not say you're upset. Perhaps something has rattled you, and it doesn't seem like you're making any sense to me because you just disagreed with me and then agreed with me and then tried to insult me. It's weird. I'm thinking to myself, what the heck is going on here? Does it make sense? Another person tried to gaslight me and drag me down some other, explain the Xbox titles from 2024. Oh, wow. What is this? Are we playing red herring game? So weird. The strangest thing I've ever seen. Or maybe not. Maybe one of the strangest things I've seen. This is why I blocked a lot of PlayStation fanboys from the VG5 School channel. I just commented on this particular, comment because I was like, people always do that, People always do that. I've seen people basically saying a lot of these games coming to, Game Pass and such, they don't belong to Xbox, and they don't. We don't consider them Xbox games if they're not, they don't belong to Xbox. If they don't belong to PlayStation, we don't consider them that, right? They're third-party games or they're first-party games. If they're published elsewhere, they're a third-party effort published elsewhere. But you know what's crazy, ladies and gentlemen, is these people are still upset and they have access to these games. It's bad blood. It something is wrong. I think a lot of people are taking this thing way too close to heart. We need to go back to enjoying video games. I mean, I like to state the facts and stuff. I like this technical stuff going on. I like the economics of games and all that stuff. But man, that's the wildest thing I've ever seen. That somebody would tell me that you're such a troll. You think you're stating facts for stating facts, and then they agree that you stated the facts. We're cooked. Peace out.